Good day to you. Good day to you. Hey, this is your guy, Anthony Brinkley, coming to you one more time. The Maestro of Resilience. And I want to hit you with something that I hope helps you. It's something that many of us have probably dealt with and we haven't really thought about it. We've heard the term, give credit where credit is due. But you know the term we haven't heard? Don't give credit where credit's not due. Do not give credit where credit's not due. What do I mean? Oftentimes, we want the kind of people in our lives that we want to help us, to affirm us, to join with us, to build with us, to move forward with us. So sometimes you may want somebody to be something to you that they really aren't. So what do? I'll give you an example. I had a guy that I met, and he was a really good guy, and I had left home. I left for the military, and I was missing my brother and other people I was close to. And I met this guy as we were going through training and stuff. I was like, man, you cool. Man, you all right with me? He said, yeah, man, we brothers, man. I said, yeah, man, you are my brother. So I started treating him like my brother. I gave him credit where credit was not due. What do I mean by that? As I started to deal with this guy more, he showed me he was unreliable. As I started to deal with this guy more, he showed me he wasn't the most trustworthy person in the world. As I started dealing with this guy more, he ended up letting me down. And I remember my friend said, Brink, you know your problem? You gave credit where credit wasn't due. You gave somebody a title in your life that they didn't earn. So you really can't even be angry with them because they were just being simply who they were. And sometimes in life, people, we give people credit where it's not due. And then they end up letting us down. They end up being who they are. And then we become despondent about it. We become disappointed about it to the point where we have to disengage with themselves and recover from maybe the hurt they caused us. It's like when you say, I meet somebody and we want to build together. We want to build a life together. We want to build a friendship together. We want to build a relationship. Well, guess what? You walked up and said, I'm going to give you credit where credit wasn't due. And you laid down a brick, which represents a foundation of how you're going to move together in that relationship. And you expect at some point, they're going to lay down a foundational brick. And before you know it, you've been laying down brick after brick after brick, and they haven't put down one brick. You know why? Because you gave them a status that they didn't earn. You gave them credit where credit wasn't due. So this week's resilience lesson is simply this. Take the time and reflect on who's in your life. Take the time and take the time to evaluate, do you deserve this status or this place or this space that I'm gonna allocate for you in my life, in my world, in my spirit, in my conscience? And if they don't deserve it, don't give it to them. It doesn't mean you can't affiliate with them or you can't be cordial, but don't give credit where credit's not due. Because when you give credit where credit's not due, your credit starts to drop. Your credit score, metaphorically, is affected in a bad way. Your credit is infected in a bad way. So this day, this week, only give credit where credit is due. Because there's people upon scrutiny, they're going to treat you right. When you lay that brick down for foundation, they're going to lay a brick next to it. And y'all going to continue to build and build and build bricks till you build a wall and edifice that supports you all's journey together in this thing called life. So know this, I'm giving you credit where credit is due because you've earned the place. You're trying to dig in, you're trying to grow, you're trying to align yourself with the right people, and I'm honored to call you all friends in my life. So do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. Don't keep this to yourself because you have people out there that you know and they've given credit where credit's not due. And then when that bill comes, they want to come to you and say, I need help with this, because now they're stressing out behind it. I need help with this because now they're feeling bad behind it. And you're like, you brought me into something because you gave something that you shouldn't have gave. Don't beat them up about it. Just help them love them through that process, but tell them never give credit where credit's not due. I love you. We're going to talk to you soon. Have a phenomenal week. Peace and blessings to you. You're going to think, some of you going to laugh, some of you going to cry, but we're going to get better before this is over.
Understand this, there is no such thing as tomorrow. Tomorrow is aspirational because when tomorrow gets here, it's going to actually be today. So what are you doing today? What are we doing today as a collective body to make sure that we can make things better? Live your life.
A passionate Anthony Brinkley is a problem solver. He's an author and motivational speaker using his skills after decades in the military to teach people how to be resilient and take action.
The most valuable thing in your life is time. Every day in America, 7,000 people die. So 7,000 people that thought they were going to wake up today didn't. Anybody besides me never thought they'd be 30 years old? Put your hand up. I would get up and put my mask on. Hey, Brinkley, how you doing? I'm doing great. And that's why I come here to talk to you, to remind you that you're not what you went through.